Thank you. Mr. Agnew.
Good morning, Minister Etgen. And you come from Luxembourg, and it's not your fault that that country is a very small country and, of course, has a very small agricultural sector. But you will be, effectively, the boss of agriculture for the next 6 months. And I think that I would like to make it my job to show you a country where agriculture is on a very large scale. So I'm going to invite you to come over to the United Kingdom. I think the last week in August would be a good time. And we're going to go and see a few people. First of all, we're going to see some large-scale organic farmers who have split holdings, and they can explain to you why they will not put their entire holding into organic farming, how they are regulated by our Soil Association, and generally what they're doing, and I think you will be impressed. But it looks at the moment as though either they're going to have to double up or quit the sector under these new rules. So we'll have a chat with them. Then, in the last week of August, oilseed rape will start emerging through the ground, we hope. Now, most of those growers would have used neonicotinoid seed dressings in the past. We don't think they're going to be able to use them this time. So I'd like to show you some absolute failures, and I'd like to introduce you to farmers who've given up the crop, and I'd like you to have a look at farmers who are having to spray these crops every 2 or 3 days with cypermethrin just to keep them alive. And you can then make your own decision as to whether the ban on neonicotinoids was either a good thing or simply shooting ourselves in the foot. Then, I don't think that Luxembourg has a sugar industry, a sugar sector of its own, so you can come and look at my local sugar beet factory, Wissington, to see large-scale beet growing. But also, I'd like to take you down to the Tate and Lyle sugar refinery on the Thames, where they're having huge problems with EU legislation. Then you can come to my farm and look at egg production. We've got a problem with TTIP here, because in the US, they keep birds in battery cages, and in Europe, they're not allowed to be kept in battery cages, and there's a big cost of production difference there. You can also see that my free-range eggs have got brown shells, and if you go to America, you'll find that they have to have white shells. We've got a problem there, and I'd like to draw it to your attention. Finally, wherever we go, we're going to talk about emissions and how farmers are going to bring them down. And if you've explained there are going to be ambitious goals and policies about this, I've heard some extraordinary ideas since I've been here from people in the Commission, but it would be a good opportunity for you to tell farmers in the east of England how they're going to reduce emissions. I look forward to seeing you on my birthday, the 30th of August, in the United Kingdom. Thank you.
Może tylko na 30 sierpnia, to pozostałe to zbyt pracowite.
Well, yes, that would be an interesting date that you're offering to the Minister.
We're talking about the future of farming in the European Union. That's really what we have at heart here. So thank you very much for your presentation. You've got the invitation from Mr. Agnew, of course, so you'll be a very busy man. All the best.
Mamy duże opóźnienie, proszę Państwa.
So, we're running very late. I better conclude on this item. Thank you very much, Chairman, for your warm welcome. Members, thank you very much. I am certain that the Luxembourg presidency will enjoy fruitful cooperation with the European Parliament, and I'd like to thank you for the 2 wonderful personal invitations, and I'll do my very best to take you up on them, although I do have an extremely busy agenda during the coming months. So thank you very much, and all the best for your work.